I'm currently watching this debate that's going on between Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan, and currently Piers Morgan is putting the belt to Nick Fuentes, and I love it. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of the debate, keep in mind I'm only 20 minutes in. I finally understand Nick Fuentes. To my surprise, you all, Nick Fuentes is from LaGrange, Illinois. That is the whitest suburb in Illinois, you all. It's 45 minutes away from Chicago. Those individuals over there are extremely isolated. And by Nick Fuentes' father being half Mexican, he experienced racism within his own community. Now, how do I know that, you all? The first woman that I ever fell in love with happened to be a Polish woman. And this is before I even knew racism existed, you all right? And all of my older homies, they was white. They was like, Chris, you cannot continue to date this woman. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they like, she's Polish. Her parents don't like black people. They from LaGrange. And I'm like, wait, what? Keep in mind, I'm just a hood booker from the east side. I've never been to LaGrange. I'm traveling 45 minutes to get her every day type deal. And I'm like, man, y'all lying. Her parents not racist. This is a beautiful woman. Like, nothing like no race, like no racist could never breed someone this amazing. And they like, have you ever met her parents before? And I'm like, no, I ain't never met her parents before. And they was like, well, let me know when you do. You all, I want to say at least 2-3 years passed, never met the woman's parents. And here's the thing, like I've never been a I want to meet your parents type of guy. But everybody kept saying, hey, when you gonna meet her parents? And I'm like, sheesh. So then check this out. One day I picked her up from the house. I picked her up from my house in LaGrange. And it was like late at night. And she used to always try to sneak me inside her place. And for some reason, some told me don't go inside that place. You know what I'm saying? Because I never met her parents. But she used to always try to sneak me in there. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some told me don't do that, right? So on this particular day, something like, all right, man, just go in there. You know what I'm saying? Because she just always wanted to show me her home. She's like, Chris, I want to show you my home. It's so beautiful. Because they had a beautiful home, you all. But I never bothered to go inside. You get, because I'm not like a nosy type of nigga. And I think eventually she noticed that, like, he don't care, like, where I live. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't care. So she's like, I'm finna show you where I live. She's like, come here. So I'm like, all right. So she drugged me out of my car. And my car had tents. So she pulled me out of my car, right? And then, like, her mom had a work van because her mom was a cleaner lady. I'm like, her mom had a work van. And as soon as that work van turned the corner, I think her mom was, like, following her. Man, like, that woman got, like, man strength out the blue and literally threw my little ass back in that car. I was like, all right, I'll see you later, bye. And when she did that, you all, I finally understood that family was racist. Now, listen to this, you all. Like, I had signs and hints because she acted just like Nick Fuentes. Nigga this, nigga that, nigga that. Black people this, black people that. She was extremely racist. But I didn't think anything of it because she was giving me fellatio. So I'm like, she can't be that racist, right? But no, bro. Like, that woman was racist, bro. Racist. So, anyway, bro. So she threw me back in the car. And then she's like, all right, bye, I'm gone. All right, bye, I'm gone. So I'm like, man, this woman racist. But look, let me land this plane, you all, because I'm going to land this plane when it comes to Nick Fuentes. Okay, so she had a sister. And I hope her family not watching this. Actually, let me rewind this. So I think her mother was following her around because her mother was like, why are you missing all the time? Like, what's going on? Like, and then I bought her like a puppy. And she's like, oh, I got to get rid of this puppy. Because my mom asked me, like, who bought me this puppy, right? So, like, they started following her around. And eventually her father found out that she was dating a black guy. Who was the black guy? I was the black guy. So around that time, I was like 18, but I had my little stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I had my own little place, I had my car, I had a job, so like I was good. So she was pretty much at my place. And then her father told her, like, all right, if you want to continue, he go, you can't continue to date this guy, but he got to pay for your college. You know what I'm saying? And she was going to like an expensive art school. And then she was like, are you going to pay for my school? And I'm like, nah, I can't pay for that school. She's like, well, I can't keep dating you because my father not gonna pay for my college type deal. So I'm like, dang. So that's like my first experience with like racism. Cause I didn't like the girl because she was white. You know what I'm saying? Like I was attracted to the girl because she was a artsy type of girl, and I love art. You all know by now I love art. So she loved art, I love art, and that's how we click. Cause I never met like one of those like weird type of artsy type of chicks, right? So that's how we click. But listen to this though. I'm about to land this plane, you all. She would always tell me this story about this guy that her sister was dating. And she just could not stand him. She couldn't stand him. And I'm going to tell you why she couldn't stand him, you all. She couldn't stand it because he was Mexican. And she kept saying how she just could not stand Mexicans. I love Mexicans, you all. And I was like, I just couldn't understand why. She was like, I can't stand him. He's this, he's that. And she just didn't understand how like her mother would forcefully accept her sister dating a Mexican, but she just didn't understand like how her mother would not allow her to date a black guy. Like that would make her upset type of deal, because like nobody liked the guy. But as she explained to me, she goes, well, in our culture, even though we don't like him, we have to tolerate him because he's from Europe. You all, this is what was told to me. You get what I'm saying? And this is what was told to me by like people from LaGrange Park, right? This is where Nick Fuentes is from. So Nick Fuentes, and please somebody send this to Piers Morgan, send this to his ops, because I know where you come from, Nick, because I used to be all in that girl and that boy. That was my baby though, y'all. So I ain't slut out. That was like I love that girl, y'all, and I treated her right. So I ain't slut the girl out if her father watching. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. So the people in LaGrange, you all, they turned their nose up at Nick's father. So the reason why Nick has to be extra racist is because he has to show and prove his allegiance to white supremacy. So it's really like a you know, when somebody feels inferior, it's like a coping mechanism. It's like what he does because he doesn't feel white enough. No bullshit. And Nick, I dare you to say I'm lying. I dare you to say I'm lying, because I listen. We from the same city. So you combine that with Nick having this delusion that the country has changed, because he grew up in LaGrange. LaGrange is like 95% white. You get what I'm saying? They're like 4% Mexican and 1% nigga. So when he goes to college and he leaves LaGrange and he figures out that he's not the majority, it freaked him out and he turned into a white supremacist. Now, let me land this plane, you all. This is what I thought what was interesting about Nick Fuentes' interview with Piers Morgan so far. Nick Fuentes loves to say that black people take no accountability. Black people take no accountability, which I won't disagree with him on, because majority of us do not take accountability. However, when Piers Morgan asked him about the racist comments made by his father, what did Nick Fuentes do? He pretended to be an African American and took no accountability. And for that, Nick Fuentes, I cannot respect you. Now, what I'm loving in 2025 is the merging between the streamers and the celebrities, because what I've just witnessed is a pro, Piers Morgan, rip a rookie, Nick Fuentes, to shreds. So listen, you all, I got to get back to this debate. It's 2 hours. It's very intriguing, and I suggest everybody watch it as well. I love y'all. I mean that. Click the video at the end. I'm out.